Well, today marks exactly 5 months since the former president of the Republic of Zambia, Edgar Chagwa passed away, and he has not been put to rest. So his body is still in the mortuary, and the fight still continues between the Zambian government and the family of the former president. That's the Lungu family. So, Patriotic Front put up this post to say today marks 5 months since we lost Zambia's 60th Republican President, Dr. Edgar Chagwa, and he was born November 11th, 1956, and died on June 5th, 2025. So his birthday is also just a couple of days away now. So we hope that this issue is resolved because there seem to be a lot of news that has been coming off from especially the Patriotic Front section and the Lungu family. So his birthday is Tuesday next week, and today marks 5 months since he was. He passed on in South Africa, but his body still remains in the mortuary. And then obviously chief tayari weighs in to say lero nipa 5 November valungu wakwanisha 5 months mu mortuary, and yet wamayo wa Esther is okay wow. Malukula Makebi, referring to Makebi Zulu, the family spokesperson, is campaigning to replace Edgar Chagwa Lungu. She also wants to be running mate. Some Christopher Ngedea says the former first lady might want to be running mate. I highly doubt that. But obviously, there is that news that has been circulating to say the Wall Street Journal says the fight over an African leader's body keeps getting weirder. So there is fans of the deceased Zambian presidents have appropriated a song written for a sad English soccer soccer fans in their campaign to bring his body home. So Emmanuel Mamba writes, Imova United Party for National Development are sick. There is a popular tribute song, It's Coming Home, to celebrate the return of Edgar Chakalungu's body. Obviously, they're going to say those that are advocating for the return of the body to Zambia are not true patriotic front, and neither are they supporting the family. But studios of the government alleges Emmanuel Mwamba in his article there. But on the other hand, it seems like there's another section of the Patriotic Front that has issued a statement to say they also wish to have Edgar Chakalungu's body returned to Zambia and his burial to be done from here. So this statement, which was quoted by the Kalemba, they say, it's a Patriotic Front's PF wish to see government bury Lungu. PF acting Secretary General there issued a statement. So Patriotic Front faction acting Secretary General Brenda Nyirenda says it is a wish of our party and everyone else in the country to see government bury former President Lungu. So exactly 5 months ago, when Lungu breathed his last, the Patriotic Front saw by the innocent body that they would never allow government to bury the former president, as the duty to do so belongs to his family and the party. So the opposition party even refused to have anything to do with the official funeral at the Belvedere Lodge in Lusaka and opted to host its own funeral at the foodless, toiletless Patriotic Front Secretariat. That's according to that article there by Catherine Poole of Kalemba, and says the opposition party, shockingly, the very Patriotic Front members that protested the burying of former head of state by government have turned against their own words and demanding that Lungu be buried by the government. Addressing journalists in Lusaka on Monday, Nyirenda stated that it is not the duty of the Patriotic Front to bury a former president, but government's duty. Failure of leadership can be seen by the current United Party for National Development. They have failed to bury the president because it is their duty. It is not the duty of the opposition to bury a former Republican president. It is their duty, explained Nyirenda. She urged the government to find ways of engaging the Lungu family and convince them to have the former president buried in Zambia. I am now urging them to see how they can engage the family so that we can come to come to lay our father to rest. It is everyone's wish. It is the Patriotic Front, PF's wish, and even the acting president has always said, that's referring to Given Luwinda, the Patriotic Front the acting president, has said, we as the PF, our wish is to see our leader intend stated Nyirenda. So according to a statement by the new acting secretary general, as you may be aware, Raphael Nakashinda has been arrested, should be like visit for 18 months for alleging to say President Hakainde Hichilema was having judges over at his house, pretty much something to do with that case. So that's the lady that has replaced him in the meantime. And she says, no, as a PF, or the version of the PF that is left, they wish that Edgar Chakalungu's body be brought back to Zambia and then buried in Zambia. I do not know if the family is going to endorse that message or that the message has been cleared by the family, but we wait and see. It could be our personal wishes, but no statements has come from the Patriotic Front to refute that statement. So that only goes to show part of the decision that they had made during that Central Committee meeting, where they had decided to say in the next 30 days, they are going to host the general conference to elect a new leader. So probably that's one of the things, the items that they had discussed. What is in the Money Daily says Mine Ministry issues 3,869 licenses under the GTO system. So Ministry of Mines and Minerals and Development has disclosed that a total of 3,869 mining licenses have been issued since. So seems like the mining license process application and grants are being done digitally online. What is the mass newspaper says Hakainde Hichilema's Tanzania trip sparks outrage as State House defends attendance of the inauguration ceremony in Tanzania. That's the news headline. The money say FRA seals a 5 billion Kocha loan to clear farmer arrears. And then, according to the Daily Nation, may the best man win, Mundubile. So as you may be aware, so now the presidential candidates within the Patriotic Front have been cleared, those that intend to contest. And Mundubile says let the best candidate win and become president of the Patriotic Front, and later on, as expected, maybe chairperson of the Tonse Alliance, so that we head into the general elections with the version of a Patriotic Front or whatever happens, as that battle within Chaving and this version of the PF still going on in court. And that's the news, ladies and gentlemen. Have a beautiful morning.